I got a pizza, friends. Look at that. Look at this pizza. Pretty delicious. Um, mm, it's a Domino's pan pizza. Let me send a message to my Twitter. So the district attorney might delay Trump's sentencing. It's already been delayed to August. They might, hey Pat, they might delay Trump's sentencing till after the election. Maybe that was the plan all along. Just convict Trump. Now we got the Supreme Court giving him immunity. It doesn't give him immunity over mismanagement of campaign contributions, but come on. Who cares? I think it's funnier that he got busted for cheating on his wife. Like, forget jail time. That's humiliating. And it ruins his credibility. But his supporters are like, it's okay to have infidelity in your relationship with your wife. Wait till they'll start calling Melania ugly or something. They'll be like, did you see her? She was a cow. Like, you can't blame him. He needed something beautiful in his life, and Stormy was there. Melania, however you say her name. I think she's a beautiful woman. Hey, JJ. So, sorry I had to cut it quick. I was talking to my campaign manager, Jessica. She got a speeding ticket today. First speeding ticket in 20 years. And the guy says, well, I clocked you going 83 and I clocked you going 81. I told Jessica, she should have said, did your radar detector get my phone number also? And he'd be like, no. Well, I think I should give it to you because I rarely get pulled over by attractive police officers. You know, like she should have started flirting with them. All right, miss, don't speed. Here's my number. She told me that she had considered trying to outrun the cop in her Jetta. I would never think to try to outrun the police. You can't outrun a radio. Take something small like a speeding ticket and turn it into, I don't know, evading. On what law are they breaking? Like failure to pull over from the police? This pizza's pretty good, actually. I haven't had a pizza. Maybe I haven't had a pizza for over. No, the last pizza I had was when I lived in Fullerton, a Little Caesars. On those police chase TV shows, the cops always catch the suspect unless they escape to Mexico. Of course, her sister, who's just as beautiful, just a year younger, outran the police because they were on bicycles. They were cops on bicycles, and they ended up showing up at her house. You had a tail and bake. You had a tail and bake at the Shees. You had a tail and bake at the Shees. Are you trying to say you had a take and bake? I don't know. Okay, I got a bad feeling. I don't wish Trump any ill will. However, the Democrats are losing so hard. And wouldn't it behoove the Democrats to win the election with, oh, you had a take and bake at the shed. Thank you, Pat. You know, I did buy a frozen pizza and I cooked it in my Dutch oven. That's right. So at least a year ago, year and a half. I might have done that twice. It was okay. Um, yeah, so the Democrats would win. Like, wouldn't it be better for the Democrats to have a stupid president who can't function as a human being? Therefore, his handlers can run America. Like, I still think Obama is probably running America at some level behind the scenes. Like, maybe in the morning, Joe Biden walks into the room. Thanks for joining us, Joe. Good morning, Obama. How's America doing? Well, we got your script ready for what you need to say today. And please try not to fuck this up, Joe. All right, Obama. You're like, Obama's running the show and Joe just comes in for updates of what he's supposed to say to the public. You know, there's one camera where Joe scratches his neck and it does look like he's wearing a mask. I'm sure the people we are told is Joe Biden is sometimes an actor wearing a mask. Oh, I'm not asking Jessica to help with the U-Haul. I might buy myself a diesel pickup truck, a dually, and a trailer, and and do the move with that. I can get a trailer for as high as 2,000, as low as 1,000. That will put a car on it. So I put the car on the car transport, which has got two wheels on each side, and then I can put some of my possessions inside the car, and then I can fill up the bed of the pickup truck with a bunch of my stuff. Like literally 2 trips, maybe 3 trips. And diesel is $3.25 a gallon outside California, everywhere. So that's probably only $380 or $400. Oh, I haven't calculated the miles per gallon. The truck's only going to get 10, so it's probably $600 a trip. So 6 times 3 is 18, so $1,800 in fuel. And then once I get there, I just sell the truck and the trailer. Or I keep it and I use it to go get cars I'm going to flip. I don't know what I'm going to do. We're not going to solve this tonight either. It actually, if it could make more sense to just rent a smaller U-Haul. Like I can take my most important possessions in the summer and then come back in the winter to take both sheds. Because the one I built, number 2, is with screws. So that's $2,000 worth of lumber. Although I can't be moving during the winter because the winters are hard up here. So I'd have to do this in like March. Have you looked up hot shot guys? No, what are hot shot guys? I don't even know what that is. I went to a sporting goods store and they had so many guns. So many. And they were just all on the wall. They weren't behind the counter. You could just grab any gun you wanted and play with it. Amazing. The level of trust here it's on another level. I told Jessica, we call these flyover states. I bet you the flyover states started the flyover state meme so nobody would move here. Hot shot guys, move your stuff at reduced rates. Oh, okay, Pat. I'll write that down. Hot shot guys. All right. Maybe when I move there, I'll meet somebody who's got a trailer and I'll ask them if I can rent their trailer. They're like, you don't need to rent it, Wayne. Feel free to use it. It's got 4 bad tires. If you get a flat, just buy new tires for me, would you? Hot shots are people who use trucks, Ford, Chevy, Dodge to deliver items across long distance. Ah, well, that's good to know. Let me screenshot that. Got it. Well, I'm super thrilled. I don't have a blown head gasket. And I did something I've never done before, and it could be a bullshit fix. I don't know. It's literally in the land of crystals and incense as far as I'm concerned. But I added a $14 can of engine restore. It gives you more compression. It lubricates things. It's supposed to help make your engine have more compression. It's probably all snake oil. However, I kind of thought my car ran a little bit better after I did it. You might still be a cracked block though. Well, I've got. Let me tell you what happens when I start it from a dead cold. There's no compression, and when I floor it, the RPMs only go to 1,500. That's weird. Then when it warms up, it will rev like normal. So there must be, maybe my car just has for shit compression. Like maybe like when I pull out into traffic, it's like I didn't even push the accelerator. The car's like, then once you get to 3,000, the turbo kicks in, and then you're gone. As it heats up and expands, sealing the leak to the atmosphere. Well, I guess what I can do is I can take the valve cover cap where you add the oil, and just leave it loose. And when I first start it from cold, see if it bounces from blowback. I don't know. Your 124 had a bad head gasket. What were the symptoms? I have no white smoke. I have a little black smoke on startup, and you can see the EGR valve doing its thing. Once the car is at operating temp, the car is totally slow in the city. There was one hill, I wasn't even sure I was going to get up the hill. I had put it in second gear is the lowest gear. And then I did the kick down, which is supposed to put it in first gear. And I was going up a hill at 1,200 revolutions per minute. I'm like, oh man, like, am I going to have to turn around and go downhill. Like, I didn't think I'd make it up this hill. And the RPMs never got past 1200, but it was able to just barely make it up this hill. So this motor must be pretty worn. Maybe I just need to put new piston rings. Maybe I need to rebuild it a little bit, do some plastic gauge on the crank, see if that's worn. And if it's not worn, just throw some rings, hone the cylinder and do some rings on it. Maybe that would bring some life back into the motor. Do you have any opinion, Pat or JJ? I guess you can do a compression test on a diesel, but you got to take out the injector pumps, or the injectors. I think it would be smarter for me to take my backup car, the sedan, take that motor out of that car, and do a little hot rod on it. Get some bigger injector lifters to like take it to 200 horsepower. Maybe put a slightly larger turbo on it, then put that in this car. That's a whole year of fucking in the garage with the car. No. I was telling Jessica, maybe, if this election doesn't work out, I'll run for senator or congressman. I don't know. I think I'd rather work on the anti-gravity. I'm really proud of myself for not buying beer with this pizza. Some beers would have been nice, but I'm also car camping. You gotta have all your wits when you're car camping in case somebody tries to jack you. JJ, what happened to your 124? Did you sell it after you had your head gasket problem? Is that when you got rid of it? This car in Europe came with a OM606 motor. Maybe I find an OM606 motor and put it in here. If I get the turbo one, those are 170 some horsepower. What's kind of neat about this car is it's so comfortable. You don't care about going fast because it's just so cozy. Like, this seat really feels good on my back. Has there ever been an election where, like, let's say Donald Trump dies in early October? That's not enough time for the Republicans to recover, is it? I actually think, because I'll have my paperwork done, I'm just going to throw it out there. This is so far-fetched, but let's say the last week of October, Joe Biden and Donald Trump both die. And it's just me, Dr. Shiva, and what's that lady's name for the Green Party? Jill Stein, who's pretty beautiful. Jill Stein is actually beautiful to me. I guess the Democrats would just grab somebody real quick and say, well, Joe's dead. We got Hillary now. I think we need to expect the unexpected. I bought a headlamp yesterday. I've had one before. They're really good. I still have it. It's just not with me. Wyoming, friends. Wyoming is not a place I ever considered living. I didn't know anything about it. It's actually really pretty here. Like really pretty. It's Northern California pretty. Yeah. Well, I'm out of things to say. I think I'm going to have one more piece of pizza and just go to sleep. Yeah. I haven't been on the internet much today, so I don't know much about what's going on. Let me thank everybody for being here. JJ, Pat Paulson. Oh, Interdimensional Lizard. Hello. All right. Well, thanks for all being here. Yeah. I'm out of stuff to say, so talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'll let you know, obviously, tomorrow's going to be a big day because I'm doing the radiator. And maybe I'll live stream the radiator. That might be interesting. Bye-bye.